let's talk about just the dark side of changing your skin tone when you finally have that color that you've always wanted. When I started out, it took me the better part of about a year to get my skin color to around here. I was actually lighter when I was taking large doses of glutathione, but right now I'm maintaining at a really small dose and basically just topicals. Now, of course, there's been some times where you guys have seen videos of me with darker skin from sun exposure, and then I kind of bounce back and forth, but for the most part, I've just been maintaining a little bit darker than my original results, but I'm happy where I'm at. That doesn't mean that it's all good and on the up and up. There are some, I guess, long-term consequences of changing my skin tone so drastically, and I think it's important that everyone knows. One of the biggest thing is strawberry skin. I had never had strawberry skin before in my life. There are many reasons for strawberry skin, like many different skin tones can get them. For some, it is a little harder depending on what color your skin is to actually see it. But I noticed it for like the first time, and like other people noticed it too, like on my thighs. Once I was at my maintenance dose of everything and not going so hard of topicals, not going so hard with just like internal lighteners and just things that would also help my skin shed faster, I started noticing the strawberry skin. So for some people it is genetic. For me, I don't know anyone else in my family who's had it. I've never had it. I only noticed it after I had lightened my skin down to where I am today. And like I said, it is mostly on my thighs. So what does this mean? If you have strawberry skin, especially if you were finally at a maintenance dose, or maybe when I say maintenance dose, it doesn't just mean that you're taking internal lighteners. You could be using topicals at a maintenance, like even people who are on hydroquinone and things like that. There's a certain level that you could just use it 2 to 3 times a week. Like, you don't have to go as hard as when you're actively lightening. When I was actively lightening, I noticed less strawberry skin. Most of these issues that I have now, I got after having just this lighter skin, after achieving my goal. When you're actively lightening and using all of those exfoliants like twice a day, you'll notice that all of that will get better. When you're doing chemical peels like once every couple months, when your skin also, if you're on different things like vitamin C will help with it, pycnogenol will help with it. When you're taking that whole supplement stack, I noticed that the skin looks beautiful because it's kind of like baby fresh. It's being rejuvenated and just bright and bouncy, and you're basically getting new skin ahead of time. For some people, it'll take weeks. They'll have the old same dead skin buildup. So once you stop that, once you've actually hit your goals and now you have lighter skin to where you can see flaws way easier, mind you, that's another one thing. You can see the flaws easier, but once you've stopped doing all of that and you're just kind of maintaining wherever you're at, it's very easy for you to get just a buildup of those, I guess you could say, dead skin cells, or for some people it'll look more like clogged pores depending on what type of lotions you're using, because a lot of the times you don't have to wear a whole lot of skin lightening lotions. I can get away with using an exfoliating lotion only a few times a week and I can maintain my color. So it's like once you stop your serious regimen of you getting to your goals of lightening your skin, taking you down a couple levels, whatever your goal is, that's when you kind of just like relax, and you'll still have your beautiful color, but there will be other things that you now have to deal with, maybe that you've never seen before. Like I said, for some people, I have seen people with darker skin who had mostly like the genetic strawberry skin, so it's like it just runs in their family, they've had it their whole life. I'm talking about more for people, you've never had this issue a day in your life. For me, this is just something that I noticed that like I developed afterwards. So what does that mean? It basically means that I will always have to do some type of exfoliating cream or some type of acid peel. Obviously, I won't have to do it often, but to keep that in check, especially now that you can see the flaws on my skin easier, I have to do it. Another thing are spider veins, also known as like varicose veins. This is kind of an issue. I know a lot of people will see them like on the backs of their legs or thighs. Now there's multiple reasons of why you can get these, so I'll go into that as well. But I will be honest and say I had never noticed or had any of those little spider veins until after my skin lightening journey. And so I have one spot where I can see it isn't like dark, like noticeable. Other people can't see it, but like I know it's there. It's like on the back of my thigh. And so this is just another one of those things of when you have lighter skin, you're going to be able to notice these things. Now, I'm not saying that skin lightening caused it, because number one, spider veins are genetic. And so I have a parent who has spider veins. I've seen them. But number two, it can also be caused for people who have to sit for long periods of time, or people who are like standing in long periods of time, but not necessarily standing and moving, kind of just like you're in one spot, you're not really like stretched out. And this is another thing. Oh, also weight. If you're carrying like a lot of weight, like especially like during like pregnancy, things like that, you'll notice these will pop up as well. So we have a whole, like there's multiple different reasons of why you could see these spider veins. The issue is the lighter your skin gets, the more noticeable these things are, so you're going to have to do damage control. So if you know that your spider veins are from you're a little heavier, so you're just carrying on extra weight, or you have just long periods of time of, it could be literally bed rotting, it could be, I don't know, a desk job where you really aren't moving around a lot, then you're going to have to do things to mitigate that, and make those not as noticeable, or sadly, like you're gonna see them. So for some people, obviously the weight loss thing, usually when you lose weight, it is easier for your skin to just look brighter, healthier, more just vibrant. I've noticed that. That's if you're on internal lighteners. If you're just doing topicals, you can get that at any weight, but the internal lighteners really work best when you are active, so actively working out, and also the lower your BMI is. And there's multiple reasons for that. We kind of get into it on Patreon, have a few articles of the things that do help you actually take in all of your supplements and help them absorb better. But long story short, for you, that means that if you are holding on to extra weight, that is something that will help you not make new ones and make the ones that you do have a little less visible. Another thing would be when you know that you are a bed rotter, or if you are just working in a job where you're not moving around a lot, you're going to have to take like little breaks. You're gonna have to maybe stand up a little bit. I know that there's like those little things where it's like, it almost looks like a bicycle wheels, like people get under their desk. Sometimes like it's not really even like pedaling, it's more of just like pushing their legs up and down, things like that, because it really sucks to finally get your dream skin and then have these other issues that are now, anyone can get them. There's people with darker skin who have spider veins. I'm just saying it's going to be more noticeable, and you're not getting them because you skin lightened. You're just, there's multiple reasons why, but these are just now things that you have to think about and you have to worry about, and it sucks. Another thing, if you do notice that you're getting a lot of spider veins and things like that on your legs, you could just start training your calves, like literally just your calves, doing calf exercises maybe 3 times a week. People don't know this, but the calves actually help circulate your blood better, especially for your legs. And usually when you have those spider veins, they either say you need to massage that area, help with the blood circulation more, which not everyone can be feeling up on their thighs or getting weekly massages. So for some people, it's like, okay, I'll try. But just strengthening your calves, it will help pump the blood more, and it's not going to have those veins be weaker. It's going to keep them stronger. So training calves, just, you don't even have to like grow them huge or anything. It's just getting them toned basically, and just increasing the strength. That's going to help you. A plus of skin lightening, well, yeah, since we've been talking about just all these like negative things, that I could definitely see how it would mess with someone's like self-image. One positive thing is if you do have any type of stretch marks, the older ones tend to look a lot better and are easier to blend with like body makeup. Obviously if they're newer, they're still going to be in that angry red pink phase, so there's no skin tone that looks that's easy to hide on, honestly. You know, it's gonna stand out. But for those of you who like maybe you had your stretch marks from childhood, you've had them like your whole life, I have noticed that the lighter I get, the harder it is to see them. Like they just kind of blend better. I don't really think that they fade. If you're fading your stretch marks, it's usually because they're newer, and there are definitely many ways you can do that. But just for people who've always dealt with them, that is like one plus. Going back to the negatives though. Long-term negatives. For those of you who were on like high doses of glutathione, there is a period of when you get off that where your body will kind of be stunted a bit and not making glutathione as normally as if you would have never been on it. I hope I said that in a way that makes sense, but it kind of is like why people tell you you shouldn't be doing a whole lot of enemas, or your body's going to get used to it and it's going to start relying on those to help you go to the bathroom. It's kind of the same thing. Your body is now relying on you supplementing glutathione, and glutathione isn't the only supplement that this happens with. There's a lot of other vitamins and supplements that when we take them, especially at higher doses for long periods of time, our body will stop kind of producing our own as much, especially once we stop taking it completely. You will kind of be working at half steam a bit. This is reversible, but I just wanted to bring it up. So once you stop and you're not taking anything, just know there may be a period of time where you look really dull. And it's not just your brain playing tricks on you. Your body isn't making as much glutathione as it was before. So there are different things that you can take to help your body naturally make more glutathione. Again, we talk about this on Patreon a lot, but I just want to be honest with you. Once you have been growing accustomed to it, taking it every single day, large doses, and then all of a sudden you stop, your body is going to be making really small amounts of that glutathione. So you're just going to be in a very vulnerable state after that. Now, of course, you can reverse this, but again, it is going to take time. If you guys are interested in lightening your nether regions, your special spots, I do have a whole video on Patreon walking you through that, what topicals to use, what to use for maintenance, what's going to inhibit that darkness from coming back. Because believe me, even if you go and you do the laser skin lightening, which I have done that for some of my private parts, just know that if you're not maintaining that area, it will come back, all of that darkness. So we talk about that. Or if you're just interested in chemical peels, from the yellow ones to the red to the green, all of that, where to start, then there's like a whole, just like walking you through like step by step for chemical peels, just like what to look for, where you should start, which ones do what, etc.